What's up, Options fam? It's Xander Connect back with you to share some trade history and trade ideas. By the way, thanks for your support along the way. I've recently met my goal of getting my account to 10K, 11K, past 11K. So thank you for your support and encouragement along the way. I just wanted to make this video to share with you guys my process as to how I might make a typical trade. So this is a trade I actually made, and I want to walk you through how I came up with it and executed it. If you look at my trade history here, you can see that I opened it at market close December 3rd, closed at market close December 4th, last Thursday, Friday, for a $210 profit on a $1,500 cash requirement. So that's slightly over an eighth of the total amount returned, over 12.5% in 24 hours. And obviously there's some luck to that, but I wanted to walk you guys through how I came up with it. The first way was through an options screener. So there are all sorts of ways to look this data up, but every day there are statistics about unusual options activity. I use this thing called Options Fanbot in my Discord channel, and you can see that traders were betting quite bullishly on Qualcomm at a certain time right before I opened this trade. Now, other people were talking about this too. It was on Investors Business Daily as one of their growth stock ideas they endorse. So it wasn't exactly a secret, but I think some of the best trade ideas are in plain sight. Now, looking at the chart here, I don't always time the market this well. I rarely do. But in this case, it worked out nicely because you can see on the day before I placed the trade, which was on December 3rd, December 2nd, it was hovering on 150. Broke away from that. And then at the very end of the day on December 3rd, maybe it was because the overall market was selling off after reaching record highs, or maybe it was because of a large order, who knows. But there was what appeared to be a little panic selling there at the end of the day. You can see that big candle down in the last 5 minutes. So I was willing to bet that this would be a counter trend in an uptrend, a correction in an uptrend. And after it went down through 150, you can see implied volatility spikes here quite a bit from 37 to 39, 0.37, 0.39. And I sold that 150 put when it was actually in the money. Now you can see that I also bought a 135 put mostly as to reduce buying power, but it's worth so little that essentially it's a naked position. Now, okay, what would I have done if it had gone the other way? I've been getting more and more comfortable holding short options in the money. Now, if you sell them way out of the money to begin with and they go in the money, you've got a problem. But short, naked options in the money that were opened close to the money already, that's not as bad. They're meant to be held there for some amount of time with uncertainty. And if it had gone down a little bit more, I would have rolled it and I would have been fine. Again, naked options are far easier to roll. As my account's grown, I've gotten more and more comfortable with wider spreads, naked options closer to the money, and fewer trades as well. Hopefully that sort of paints a general picture as to what's going on here. Also, I sold this option when implied volatility was high at the end of the day, right? And it turns out that was sort of the sweet spot because like right after the market closed, it recovered fairly immediately. It opened higher the next day and it just kept going and going, 4.5%. I closed it out at the end of the day. So that's a sort of example of how I might make and place and manage one of these trades. It's sort of like the sweet spot as a violinist, right? You can have chords that sound okay, not terrible, but What if you get that balance point of the bow, you know? The exact spot. The sound somehow just opens up more. So, by way of metaphor, that's what I've been up to. And hey, as always, you can follow the Discord channel. And I actually post all of these live, like you can see here. I made a play on Zoom, etc., etc., etc. Lots of people on there. We have some good discussions. So it's free. Link in the description. That's all I've got for you today. But anyway, hope it goes well with you, and see you next time. So thanks for watching. Peace out.